Alright, match 5, plan 4, maybe a 4-1. We will see. And I gotta say, I think this was definitely a failed experiment, busting out the temples again. I just think a combination of Hammer Bogardan being a decent late game engine and therefore not necessarily needing the pushing lands to the bottom as much is a factor. Pyrite Spellbomb being like a redraw, and it really surprises me how much like just drawing one card deeper seems to help hit your third land. Still, I mean, against that game against Control, it might have won us the game. I mean, again, this taketh, this giveth away. Yeah, like right here, this definitely giveth. I don't think we need 2 Flame Slashes, and we definitely want our third land more. I don't know. It's a tough call. I mean, the problem is 20 lands is just objectively not a lot. You know, that's the problem. Ooh, humans. So guys, folks, we're not guaranteed to win this, but man, oh man, if there was a last game, I'm definitely like, at the very least, this should be more interesting. Let's put it that way. Well, we got to deal with this sooner or later, so let's do this, and let's play Pyrite Spellbomb. Yeah, 'cause sometimes they play main deck or React Champion, I don't know. Plus, this also deals with Meddling Mage, if that's what they're on. Or Kitesail Freebooter. There's a lot to like about just running a Spellbomb out here. I mean, using the Flame Slash could be a little suspect, but with Hammer Bogardan, I'm just not that worried about what's it called again? Mantis Rider. Mantis Rider, there was problems against previous versions, but this version has more, yeah, than we basically have ever had before. Okay, do we need a Pyrite Spellbomb just yet? I mean, I could play the Soul Scar, and then we definitely are playing the Soul Scar. Oh yeah, and I guess we can't deal with that then. All right, well, that could have been a mistake, because if they play another one, things can get kind of awkward kind of quickly, but I just do kind of like getting some pressure on the table. But this was probably a mistake. I mean, but we can pay 2 even fairly easily. We're probably going to crack 1. We just really need to see another red source. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's Shardless Agent. Nice. Alright. Get to see a new card in action. Ooh, Thalia. Well, the good news is Thalia ain't that hot with Pyrite Spellbomb. I know this might seem weird, but I'm going to cycle this. Alright, I guess I'll take... I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to cycle it. I need to hit the 2 red sources. Ooh, that's a good card. So, note to self, Hammer won't kill this because I can't pay... I can pay for it with Thalia, but I won't be able to pay for the one from Unsettled Marner. I won't be able to find out until it's too late, so... I think it's pretty clear we have to target Thalia first. And then I guess Unsettled Mariner. Yeah, very clearly we have to... I don't know, do we need to do this now, though? I guess not. There's some advantages to waiting. I don't think they can attack into an untapped Soul Scar with just 2/2s. I mean, they could. Hopefully they don't play Restoration Angel or something. I guess I should have taken a closer look at these Cavern of Souls, because that could be a clue, but Ancient Ziggurat obviously does it too, so... Ooh, okay, so that's a little brutal, but... At least now we know we're not turning on playing another Thalia for them. Okay. Alright, so here's the plan of attack. We deal with the Thalia. We pay 1. Pay 1 for the Unsettled Mariner. And then we bolt the Unsettled Mariner. Yeah. This is a matchup where Hammer is going to be clutch, I'm telling you right now. Okay. Colorless lands are doing me a little dirty, not gonna lie. I'll just, now, this plays into General Kudrow, but I do think this is the most mana-efficient card for, way for us to play. If we draw a 5th land drop, then we could stomp and play Bonecrusher, which seems pretty good to me. We can't play the Soul Scars anyway, because they're turned off for that turn by Reflector Mage. Please no General Kudrow, please no General Kudrow. Please, I want all to see the amazing glory of Hammer of Bogardan if the game goes long. And I think Game 2 gets even way better with Ensnaring Bridge. Ensnaring Bridge plus Blood Moon plus Hammer sounds like, okay, this can't take Bonecrusher Giant, and I don't really care about them taking a Soul Scar. Oh, sorry, no, yeah, I can't, so. And they actually can't take anything, which is sweet. Alright, I might actually take the, I might actually stomp the Freebooter. I don't know why I feel the need to play so defensively, but I do. I guess because I'm just so used to, like, basically I win the game if the game goes long enough. Certainly with Hammer of Bogardan, I think that's the case. Yeah, I'll just play a blocker and then hopefully C block. I don't want the YouTube censor to think anything. We'll C block to start the S agent. I mean, if they attack, be my guest. Okay, they don't. All right, and I think we stomp this. I know it seems weird, but just like I think I'm not as concerned about a ground creature. It's just I don't think, the Bonecrusher alone might stonewall that. What on earth? Oh, Imperial Recorder. Okay. Well, it's not as ooh, Reflector Mage is a good one. Yeah, Cowering Souls. Well, hopefully we get the... Oh, there we go. It's hammer time. Okay, so I think the obvious play is we play this for a blocker. And we play Soul Scar. And we play Swiftspear. Yeah. And as long as they don't draw General Kudrow, I think the hammer just slowly picks off everything. And they're getting kind of mana flooded too, which that's always a plus. Imperial Recruiter. Imperial Recruiter. What is this? What's it called? Phantasmal Image? Please return Bonecrusher. Okay. I don't think they realize that. I don't know. They must realize. I don't know. Oh, I'm definitely blocking this. And I'll triple block just in case. They can't I don't know how they punish this. I'll definitely triple block. Yeah, I don't think that was a good attack, personally, but hey, whatever. Go ahead and Imperial Recruiter. I can go for an Imperial Recruiter chain, but I'm not that worried about 1/1s. So I could get Hammer back, but... Wait a minute. No cards in hand, so let's see what their next one is. Yeah, I'm going to get the Hammer back. Because, I mean, stomping the Imperial Recruiter is just... Okay, they're going for a Recruiter chain. Alright, Hammer back to hand. Hopefully they don't Kitesteel Freeboot this, which they could. But then I can stomp it, so... Alright, well, play out our land drop. Yeah, and suddenly when we have enough mana, these fountains are just a nice little buffer. We would have been at 14. We have a much more nicely buffered life total now. So it all came around in the end. I do think the Temple actually did help out a lot this game, right? Didn't I put a land? Yeah, I put something in the bottom. I put another flame. Actually, it just so turns out, though, that Flame Slash could have been very good. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm also one card closer to a Blood Moon somewhere, which hopefully seals the deal. So I have to imagine they're getting, like, Thalia's Lieutenant. Yep. Alright. So I could block both of these. I don't think that's necessary. So this is where having a buffered life total really helps. Okay, so here is the plan. I think we hammer the Reflector Mage, and which we whittle it down, thankfully. Yeah, we hammer the Reflector Mage, and and then I think we stomp the Thalia's Lieutenant on at the beginning of their upkeep. Yeah, I like this play. If they could have another Recruiter into another Thalia's Lieutenant, then things could start spiraling out of control, but we shall see. I mean, if they attack, I would love to block. I could have actually waited, maybe for the blowout. But they knew we had Bonecrusher anyway. I mean, they should have known. So you have to play assuming your opponent. All right. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Okay, that kind of sucks, but I'll just take more burn spells, to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna... Man, yeah, I'm definitely replacing these temples, man. The thing is, I mean, we would have been one turn further away, but we also would have had that Flame Slash, which would have helped. I mean, our buffer... At least we have a buffered life total, because we'd basically be dead by now if we didn't. Yeah, I think definitely there's a very good argument here for... and they know we got Hammer in hand, so I guess, you know, if they've been paying attention. Okay. Oh, well, I'm surprised I didn't attack with everything. Alright. I'll keep. I mean, I'll take. Keep, like poker lingo. Alright. Okay, so how do we do this? Kind of want to hit the Hierarch, but honestly, the Recruiters are probably just worse for me at this point. Could hit the other Recruiter, but yeah, I just think a permanent blocker in play is a little better. No, they actually don't know our hand because they're going to assume that the hammer we used was the hammer we brought back. Oh, we actually have 8 mana, so now we can infinitely recur hammer and play at the same turn, which is nice. Skyclave Apparition. Oh, I hate this card. Alright. I think it's chump block time. Okay. Yeah, we'll combine blockers if they do it that way. Okay, now it's chump block time, which is better for them. But now I think we hammer this, and... Okay. Alright, so here's what we do. We're going to double block this, and I hope they don't have some way to punish us for this, but this seemed like a no-brainer. I much prefer this than them attacking with 2 cards. Okay, well that buffers them a little bit again. So we're not going to return hammer, because I probably want to get Obosh into play at some point. Okay, good. Let's see here. See, this is respectable, man. I mean, even with the hammer recursion, they're still doing pretty well. We could put Obosh to hand and play it. And honestly, against their ground force, I mean, the problem is, like, if they draw another Recruiter into Reflector Mage or just Reflector Mage, then we might just be too far gone. There's a lot to like to just clearing them of all threatening creatures. Plus we get a token. Plus we get to put Obosh to hand. I think this is a no-brainer. I shouldn't say a no-brainer, because obviously it took us a little time to deduce that this was the right play. Thank goodness countering this doesn't mean it gets exiled. Alright, and now we finally get to go on the offensive. But see, this is why I was playing so defensively. It's just I really respect humans' ability to apply even with funky-looking hands, to just apply like an insane amount of pressure. Even when kind of flying a little bit too. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. Hammer seems good, but honestly, I kind of just want to get Obosh down. But I'm going to be patient. I do think, you know, and plus we can play at the same turn. Although maybe not really, because I'm thinking about doing the Monkey Dash because they're going to block, but I think that's actually kind of good for us. Yeah, I'm going to do the monkey dash. Man, how often have we been doing the monkey dash? Yeah, I want to hold back a blocker, so hopefully this deals with the Unsettled Mariner. Alright, it does. They have to block. Yeah, so see, the monkey dash. Everybody do the monkey dash. I mean, as you can see, the vast majority of the time I play this card, I play it with the dash ability. So much for dash, and you know, and I'm not calling anybody out, okay? Like, honestly, not that many people have played with the dash effect. I did because I'm the only one crazy enough to try Zergo Bellstriker for even like a millisecond. But I played with it long enough to know that dash is a highly underrated ability. And sure enough, all right. I don't think we need to get too crazy with that. Okay, let's see here. All right. Shutting them off from more than one spell each turn seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Now I definitely would play Blood Moon, that's for sure. So let's start off with that, shall we? Now I think we have to play Obosh, but the problem is I'm worried about a Mantis Rider, and also I'm just worried about them playing another creature. So yeah. So alright, this both reduces our Mantis Rider exposure, and Athalia's Lieutenant could be bad if we get too frisky. Still, I think, okay, alright, they spare us some tough decisions, and our clock, unfortunately, is slower than theirs. Okay. So, a few things about humans. You definitely want removal more than you want creatures, because we're definitely 100% the control deck. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to start the plan with taking out the Swiftspears. The Soul Scars are definitely better because they represent the whittling ability, which is better than it seems. I'm also going to start off with the premise that we can remove 2 Blood Moons, and here's how I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to put in 2 Ensnaring Bridges, and I'm going to put 4 Mages in the Moon. I still like having 2 actual Blood Moons because the Mage it both increases our chances of drawing some kind of moon effect, and the Magi are still a little vulnerable. I could play Relic, but the problem is Relic's just super awkward with Thalia. Yeah, it's just a super awkward card overall. I mean, like it's a draw effect, which I think is better than Swiftspear, but I think this is definitely better. Now basically all our creatures have utility, and there's a card that hopefully they just can't beat. Oh, actually they do. They got Skyclave Evaporation, but definitely this is a card that could stall the game, like, and could save us from out of nowhere. So, and also it might take them. Also, if we got Blood Moon, they might just not be able to play. No, actually, we could also bring in Pillage, but I think we're just getting kind of gimmicky at that point. Yeah, we're definitely getting gimmicky at that point, in my opinion. Alrighty. I think I'm taking out the temples still, but as you guys can see, when they're not screwing us off from hitting our 3rd land drop, they can be very invaluable. But they also screwed us over that one turn, and arguably made us use the incorrect decision to put one to the bottom. I think a Flame Slash to the bottom. I can't remember. We'll see, I guess, in the video again what I put to the bottom. But all right, definitely we're playing Soul Scar. Now, Aether Vial early, though, does dramatically improve their chances, so there is that. Huh, 2 Aether Vials. Alright, well, get to play another Soul Scar. Yeah, I want to leave a Lightning Bolt up. I don't want to get juked with I don't even know. There's definitely some consideration of just playing the Temple to get the tap land out of the way faster, because they might drop like a Thalia first and then invalidate the Lightning Bolt, or a Mariner. Yeah, you know, but this also might check them a little bit from going too nuts with like Athalia's Lieutenant and so forth. Yeah, there's Athalia. So I don't know. Maybe I should have played the top land, but I don't know. I think the way it's playing out, it's just very unlikely this is really gonna make that big of a difference. But I don't know. I don't know. We can't live in fear of Thalia forever. I like holding some lands up. All right, let's attack. Because I like this because we're threatening Stomp, so they might not block with the Ariok Champion. All right. Just a little marginal advantage there. Okay. And I don't know, maybe we do get a little more aggressive this turn. I like being a little more aggressive with the Soul Scars when we get Prowess triggers, just so we use them. And also we can't block the champion anyway, and now only basically, you know, Mantis Rider attacks. I don't know, so we'll see. Definitely the game is shaping up pretty good out of the gates for us. Gotta like it. Got to like it. As we can see, those Radiant Fountains just really were not that big of an issue, and we hedged ourselves against Burn. And believe me, Burn is out. Burn is out and about. We can't forget about it. And it's not, and also like gaining 6 life in that last matchup, that mattered. I was at like 8 life or something. You know, like I very easily could have died without those. Ooh, Sanctum Prelate. All right, well, the good thing we got Hammer. Hey, who's laughing now that I'm playing a 3-drop burn spell? Actually, in all seriousness, I really am glad. Actually, jeez. All right, let's do this. Now do we finally play this? I still don't want them to go nuts. Eventually, we do need to play the temples, and I don't know. I'm still worried about them going nuts. We're not going to leave our guard down, you know, suddenly after all this. Yeah, oh my goodness. Hammer for, you know, saving the day, man. Sanctum Prelate just hoses our 1-drops so hard. Thank goodness Stomp also works against it, but if they pump it up, they can easily pump it up once at least. There's Kudro! It's, oh, I thought for sure it was going to be Kudro. That's a nice hedge against massive removal. I don't think it's a... I think Kudro will be better because Kudro drops infinite removal. I'm going to keep holding on to the Lightning Bolt for instant speed. Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, so I'll just get this out of the way now, so I'll get my Prowess triggers. We don't need to play the bridge just yet. Because honestly, like, it might just screw us out over more. I know this seems like it's bad, but, like, trust me, we win the game if the game goes long, so I don't feel that bad here. Well, it comes into play tapped. That's good for us. And I'll attack. I mean, I know they're gaining a lot of life, but... Ooh, Sanctum Prelate. Ooh, that's got good Evaporation. Not bad at all. If they combine blockers, then I think that'll be pretty good for me. They do. Alright, so here's what we do then. Then we Lightning Bolt the zombie token, and then maybe they just scoop. No. Scooping would be nice, because that takes the hard decisions out of life, but, you know, what can you do, right? That was a good development, not gonna lie. Ooh, Ragavan, monkey time. No, I mean, I know, believe it or not, I think I need to put monkey to the bottom. That sucks, but like, I just can see monkey just kind of stalling out and not really doing much in the face of this Ariok champion. The dash is nice because it means if they ever got frisky with the champion, we can punish that, but I'm definitely returning Hammer. It's just the most efficient thing I can probably do at the turn, and... Oh, there's another monkey. Another monkey. I don't want to just waste the token for no reason. I could return the other Hammer just for shits and giggles, but I don't think I need to get that frisky. Yeah, they got Aether Vial Tribal going on here. This means they're completely hedged against moon effects now. See, this is one reason I like Magus instead of Blood Moon as a general rule. Alright. I kind of want to play Seasoned Pyromancer. It's going to gain them a ton of life. I don't know about ditching Bridge, but I think I don't... You know, famous last words, but I'm actually not so worried about... I kind of want to close... I just kind of just want to close the game now. I know, like, Hammer seems like the more logical ditch, but... well... We still might end up ditching Hammer. Eventually I'm going to get some of those Pyrite Spellbombs, aren't I? Alright, and they're fully protected against a Moon Effect. I mean, the Moon Effects could have at least turned off the Rising Canopies if I'd have drawn them earlier, but... Now Mage of the Moon is mostly just a 2-2, but at the same time, they've got way more mana sources than I think they could possibly need. On the other hand, we have to worry about a surprise creature from every point of the curve, so there's that too. Well, speak of the devil, there's our Magus. I know it seems weird, but I think I'm going to pitch Magus. I just think Magus is just so much nothing here with, you know, with all the, and I just really want to draw more mana. Alright, well, more mana it is. And I think I'm just going to put Obosh to hand because, I mean, I could attack, but they're such a high life total. Still, I mean, I think I'm fully hedged against a ground army at this point. I hope we don't get another lieutenant to push the champion above Pyrite Spellbomb range. We will see. But then Obosh will also pump our Pyrite Spellbomb range as well. So there is that. Yeah, they do have another Thalia, so they must have another 2-drop in hand, otherwise you'd think they'd just play it off Aether Vial, or keep it as a... Alright, so... Considering that they probably have another 2-drop, I think... I mean, if it's another Thalia, that's going to be kind of nasty. In fact, that's going to be so nasty that I think we're going to lead on Obosh. And I think we just Flame Slash this. And none of our attacks are that great. And I think I play Hammer Magus next turn. Infinite Hammer Recursion. Okay. Oh, that's nice. So, I don't know if they're going to see this one coming. I would imagine they do. But anyway, so we're going to lead off with Hammer. OG Hammer time right here. Oh, and I forgot to mention, shout out to Dylan Cruz, which I've already shouted out on Twitter. But yeah, shout out to Dylan Cruz for suggesting this card. I kind of dismissed it at first, but like, you know, but I did say, like, man, this is a sweet card that I, like, remembered from the past. I used to play it. I tried it in Legacy, actually. It was definitely not good in Legacy, but, like, it was very sweet. What am I trying to say here? Anyway, the point is, I'm trying to say is, at first I thought that the lesson package was better, but for what it's worth, here's the thing. I learned that a 3-mana, 3-damage burn spell was acceptable, and, yeah, basically at this point, I don't know. Let's get back to the game. Point is, shout out to Dylan Cruz. I never in a million years would have thought well, I shouldn't say a million years, but I definitely did not have this card on my radar. Now, they're probably going to suspect something's up, but honestly, even if they have some way to play around this, I still think they can't take Obosh, thank goodness. They're so used to being able to take everything, they might have been expecting that. Oh. Alright, so here is the dealio. We definitely have to deal damage to this first, just in case they have some way to save this. Yeah, definitely do this. And hopefully this is just the scoop right here. Give them the scoop. There's the scoop! Alright. Alright, hey. 4-1. Another 4-1, you know, I mean, maybe it would have been 5-0 if we would have frickin' not had these temples. Alright, post-league wrap up. Let's get to it.